what's up? It's your girl Emem back with another video. Welcome back to my channel, you guys. I haven't done a sit down video and like talking to the camera like this in a while, so this is kind of, you know, it feels kind of weird to be honest, but I thought it would make sense to do kind of like a sit down life updatey Q&A kind of video for the first video of Vlogmas 2020. So welcome to Vlogmas 2020. If you have been subscribed to my channel for a while, I did Vlogmas 2019 where I tried to post a video every single day from December 1st to December 25th. It didn't exactly work out like that, so this year I'm kind of being easier on myself and I'm going to be posting a video every 2 days till the 25th. So 1st, 3rd, 5th, 7th, so expect about 13 videos in total. And yeah, I'm just excited to do this and, you know, communicate more with you and continue to build this community on my channel. Also, thank you so much for all the new faces here. October was a crazy month for my channel for some reason. Oh, actually, this one video, the American Style Nigerian Snacks video, blew up in October. Like, I got so many views on that video, and I'm so grateful for every single person who watched that video and everyone who decided to stick around and subscribe. I think I went from like 2,000 subscribers to like 6,000, which is insane. So between the end of September to the beginning of November, my channel was just doing something crazy, and I'm super grateful for everyone who has decided to stick around and, you know, keep watching my videos. So yeah, let me get straight into the purpose of this video. I just wanted to say welcome to every new person here. Make sure to leave a comment down below. Let me know where you're from, you know, let me know a little bit about you, because you're going to be learning a little bit about me today. So I'm going to be giving kind of like a life update since graduation, and also like a little bit of Q&A, because I asked people on my Instagram to send me questions a while ago, and I realized I actually never answered those questions. Also, if you're not following me on Instagram, follow my Instagram at @MMUko_, and I'm going to be answering some of those questions that you guys sent to me. Also, I think people also send me questions on YouTube as well, so you know, let's see how far I go on this video. One last thing I want to mention before I get into the gist of this video is I have started a second channel. If you guys are not aware or you didn't see my post before, I started a second channel called Emem's Home. If you know anything about me, I'm kind of obsessed with interior design and home decor and just like building a beautiful home. And so I decided to start a whole second channel where I'm going to be doing a lot of home makeover and room makeover projects. I had started an Instagram page for my home in August, and that was kind of like the driving force to start a channel as well. So yeah, your girl has 2 channels now. If you guys want to check it out, it's going to be linked in the description box. It's called Emem's Home. I just posted my first video on it this past weekend on Sunday. It was my closet makeover, which is like right here, and it came out absolutely beautiful. Here are some photos. So make sure to click the link in my bio to go subscribe to that channel and watch my first video. I'm gonna have a new video every single Sunday on that channel. Like, I'm gonna be completely consistent, like literally every single Sunday. So definitely don't miss out on that. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell for Emem's Home, because amazing things are coming and I can't wait to see where that channel goes. And yeah, also follow the Instagram page at Emem's Home. So those are all my little announcements at the beginning of the video and thank yous. And yeah, let's get straight into what I want to talk about in this video. So yeah, I just wanted to do a little bit of a life update for you guys, kind of tell you guys where life is, what's going on, how, you know, it's been since I graduated, how work is, how living alone is, you know, how just everything, you know, just trying to, you know, get you guys in on what's going on. I know you guys really loved the video where I talked about when I got my job. I got a lot of views on that video, which I was very grateful for, and I just want to tell you guys like how the job is going and how everything is going in my life right now. So I kind of wrote down some pointers to talk about, and the first thing I want to talk about is how have I felt since graduating. So like I said, in May 2020, I didn't get to have a graduation ceremony because of COVID. If you guys haven't seen that, the vlog, the online graduation ceremony, yeah, there's a vlog for it. You should check it out. Also links in the description box. I'll probably up here as well. And so how have I been feeling? I feel like life has just changed very quickly the past few months. So it's been 6 months since I graduated. That's why I wanted to make this like 6-month post-grad update. But I feel like life has just been moving very quickly. This year has been crazy for everybody with the COVID, with SARS in Nigeria, with a lot of people passing away. Actually, my secondary school, the owner of my secondary school who literally just passed away, which is something that really hit a lot of us in my high school set, which was really something that, you know, a lot of these things really puts life into perspective. And so yeah, with everything that's been going on around, I'm so grateful and so thankful for the changes that are happening in my life over the past few months. And I just had Thanksgiving with all my siblings. They were able to fly in to Philly, and we spent time with some family in Jersey and then time in Philly as well. And so that was very amazing because we don't usually get to, for all four of us, don't usually get to come together as often. You guys can see a little bit of clips from how we spent our Thanksgiving, which is really great. Hope you guys had an amazing Thanksgiving. But generally, the past few months has just been a lot of change, you know. Graduated, you know, then I spent the summer staying with an uncle's house in Virginia. I spent like the summer there with my brother. Then moving to Philly, starting my job, trying to furnish this whole house, learning about this new city that I'm in, all this kind of things, and then coming up with the idea to start Emem's Home as an Instagram page and then start a channel for it. So I just feel like this year has been a lot of change, and I feel like I've just been riding the wave. I've just been riding the wave. I've just been going along with life, just seeing where life is taking me and just taking it as it goes. And it's been a lot of blessings, you know, this year, and I'm really grateful for where I am right now and everything that's going on. So that's honestly how I'm feeling since graduating. I'm just feeling grateful. I'm honestly very happy that I'm done with school, you guys. Like, I can't even imagine people who are still in school right now, what you guys are going through, like having to take classes online, because I took classes for the second half of the semester, last semester, and it was literally my most unproductive I've ever been. So I'm so grateful that I'm actually done with school, and I'm really sending my love to everyone who is in school right now. You guys can do it. Like, good luck. Like, I'm praying for you because I can't even imagine being in that situation right now. And I hope classes are going well, and you know, professors are being kind in this situation, because professors can be very unkind and annoying. So I'm really hoping that, you know, things are going well for you guys who are still in school. So yeah, I'm just feeling grateful about graduating and just, you know, feeling good, riding the wave. That's how I'm feeling. Generally, how is living alone? So I've always wanted to live alone, you guys. If I've said this many times, I'm a loner. I like my own space. I like, you know, I just thrive on, you know, having my own space and being my own person and being independent in who I am. So this living alone time has actually been both great and also has allowed me to learn more about myself at the same time, right? So I love being alone. I have so much fun alone. I literally would just play music and be dancing around and singing and, you know, doing what I need, like literally just having fun by myself. But at the same time, I've kind of like come into a realization that I do enjoy people's company. To be honest with you, I've always felt like I'm not a people person. Like, I can get along with people. I'm very good at networking. Like, if you put me in a place where I have to talk to people, I will talk to people and I will have good conversations, and I will, you know, I can hold my own. I'm not like a shy person. But I would, if you'd ask me, would you rather be in this room filled with 100 people, or would you rather be in a room alone? I would always choose, I'd rather be in a room alone, you know, in my own space. That's just the kind of person that I am. But I guess living alone now has kind of I've kind of realized that, oh, like once in a while, yeah, you know, let's hang out with friends, you know, go out, do something with friends. Like, this past week with my siblings was amazing, you know, being able to have these conversations. Like, we had really deep and amazing conversations that we've never really had. So, like, you know, having those experiences, I'm like, you know, trying to figure out, you know, the balance of, you know, being alone as well as, you know, having a lot of people around. And I feel like this segues into how am I making friends out of college, because people always have this idea of after college it's hard to make friends, which is true. I won't lie to you, it's actually true. Because when you're in college, you know, you're taking classes, you meet people in class, you meet people at clubs, you meet people, you know, at parties, like you're around people all the time. When you're working, especially now that I'm working from home, so I literally hardly ever leave home unless I have to, or like if I plan to, it is harder to make friends. It definitely is harder to make friends, but I think you just kind of have to be open to different situations and different people. Like, for example, the friends that I kind of have in Philly right now are friends from elementary school in Nigeria. like literally primary school. Like there was this guy in primary school that like, I was friends with, and I just reached out to him. I was like, hey, I'm in Philly, and then he has introduced me to more people, and you know, when we hang out like in a group. Also reaching out to people who don't live in your city, because even if they don't live in your city, like there's probably also opportunities for them to come visit or you to go visit. And I never even thought about that until my friend in Atlanta was like, hey, I'm coming to visit you. Like she just texted me and she was like, I'm coming to Philly, you know, let's have a weekend together. And I was like, that's amazing. And she came and we had a great weekend. So definitely like be open to traveling. I've kind of, you know, understood that I have to be open to traveling and actually going to visit people, and also people coming, hosting people. And I've honestly realized that I really enjoy hosting people here, even though my whole apartment is not completely done yet. But so far hosting people here has been a lot of fun. And so keeping in touch with people, you know, all over the world, all your friends that you have all over the world, like actually learning to FaceTime people, like literally just like, you know, get to know people has been, yeah, that's kind of like the way I've kind of been making friends and, you know, meeting people through people, and, you know, reaching out to people who I knew from Lehigh, people who I knew from Nigeria, people who I just know, I just meet, you know. So just kind of being open to all of that. So that's kind of how I'm making friends. I won't say I have a ton of friends in Philly yet, but I have a few, you know, really good friends that I know if I call up right now and say, hey, like let's go get ice cream, like they're gonna be down for that. So yeah, I'm very blessed to have that. So that has been great so far. I definitely do struggle with feeling alone and lonely sometimes, but in those moments I just listen to my music and it really helps. I honestly just like, I have specific music that I listen to when I feel alone, and I honestly just dance and just like, you know, get myself back in a good, you know, mindset. Yeah, that's kind of like the way, that's how things have been going in terms of friends and living alone. So how was work? Yeah, so work is good. One thing that I would say is my manager is amazing. I am blessed to have him. I'm very, very grateful for that. The team that I'm on has been great so far. I did have an issue with one person on the team, but I was so proud of myself, you guys. I was so proud of myself. I addressed it. I spoke to him and I told, you know, the person like what I was feeling, and we were able to talk it through. So that's one thing I've learned from work, is that they just bring it up, you know, and have that conversation so it doesn't just keep, you know, stewing on. And I was able to address the issue that I had, and, you know, we talked about it, and now we're working really well together, and we were both open to have that conversation. And so definitely one advice I would give is don't be scared. I literally was so scared because it kept building up. Different things that the person would do just kept building up, and then there was this one day that they did something that really annoyed me, and I was just so upset, and I wrote this long like message on our like chat system, and then I called my dad and I was like, Dad, should I send this? Like, it's really annoying me. I was like, you know, cool. I was really ranting to my dad, and my dad was like, send it. But one thing about my dad is if you tell him that somebody is trying to bother you, like the other person has become his enemy for life. So my dad was like, send it, how can he be acting like that, send it. So I sent it, and then that kind of like sparked up a conversation. He was like, okay, like let's have a meeting. So the next day we had a meeting, we talked about stuff, and now we're great. And it wasn't something that they were doing purposefully, you know, it was just an accident. They didn't realize like they were doing it, and so we were able to talk about that. Spoke to my manager about it as well, and you know, that was done. So I guess that was the one hiccup I've had during work. In terms of the work that I'm doing so far, the work has been good, but now I definitely I've been assigned a project that I'm kind of scared. I don't exactly know what I'm doing, but I'm trying to learn as I go, and I know this is continually going to happen because college gives you all the tools that you need, but a specific company has a specific way that they do things, and you're always going to have to learn that specific way and, you know, try to iterate on that. So yeah, that's kind of where I am right now. I'm currently working on a project that I am trying my best to figure out, but can't fully figure out, and hoping for better things, hoping that I actually get through this, because so far my team has been great, my manager has been great, but I haven't been able to even go into the office. I haven't seen anything about the office, and that's probably not going to happen till, I don't know, no one knows, maybe the middle of next year. I'm just working from home right now. Yeah, and if you guys haven't seen my work from home routine, make sure to check that out. That was the last video on the channel, and that's kind of how that is going. If you guys have any questions about work, make sure to, you know, comment down below any questions about anything that I'm saying. Comment down below and I will definitely answer them. So Philadelphia, I guess I wrote a question of like, what do I think about Philadelphia so far? I feel like Philadelphia is honestly a very underrated city. I won't lie. Like, I really like it here. I actually really like it. I don't hear a lot about Philadelphia. I just hear, you know, like, I don't know, there's just a lot of negativity around Philadelphia from what I've felt before. But so far, this is actually a really great city so far for me. I haven't had any bad experiences. I literally walk on the street and, you know, people are really great and been learning different things about it. I've gone to a few, you know, sites. There's a lot of history in the city for sure. A lot of history because Philadelphia used to be the capital. So, and this is where like they signed the Declaration of Independence of the US. So there's a lot of history in the city. So it's been really great learning that history and, you know, meeting people. I go to the Reading Terminal Market a lot, which is like this huge market where there's just like different vendors all over with food and produce and everything. And so that's just one of my favorite places to go to at this point. And I just walk into the city whenever I want. Yeah, I really like it. It's not as crazy as New York. I will never live in New York. That's just something that I know for sure. Because that city is just way too crazy for me. So it's not as crazy as New York, but it's still a really nice city. So far from what I've seen, I think it's a great city. People have been great. I don't know, I haven't had any bad experiences here. So I do like the city. I'm really liking my time here and I'm very grateful for it for sure. Yeah, I guess that's really like that's like the update that I wanted to give mainly about my life. I definitely want to talk about other things like post-grad stuff like finances and, you know, how to, you know, do specific things, you know, how to find your apartment, all these little post-grad stuff. I definitely will go more in depth with that probably in videos next year when I figure out my life, because I'm still, you know, learning how to be an adult and how to adult and how to do any of these things. If you have any questions about adulting and, you know, post-grad questions, you know, how did you, you know, I don't know, how are you doing with finances? How are you doing with how did you find your apartment? How are you doing with buying furniture? You guys, furniture is the most expensive, like it's really ridiculous. Like if you have any questions about all these things, make sure to comment down below and I will talk about this. I will answer your questions in like the next update video or any of the specific videos that I have on specific post-grad things. But yeah, those are the few updates that I wanted to give, and then I'm also going to answer a few of your questions that I said from before. I only answered the ones that have to do with post-grad and then answer the rest later, so let me do that. Alright, so I'm answering questions about like life update and like post-grad stuff. Somebody asked me if I have a boyfriend. I do not have a boyfriend. It was like, any new boyfriend? No, I do not have a boyfriend. Yeah, that's just the answer to that. Favorite part of my new chapter and one thing I missed from my last. So favorite part of my new chapter is, I don't know what my favorite part is. But I absolutely love my apartment. I'm very grateful for it. I've loved living here. It's just been a great experience, like adulting and figuring out, you know, how to pay bills and also, you know, furnishing and, you know, doing all my home decor, interior design stuff that I love, which I have so much more to show you guys if you follow and subscribe to Emem's Home. And I guess that's probably one of my favorites. I won't say it's my favorite, but that's one thing I can think about right now. My apartment and, you know, living here. Yeah, I'm very grateful for it. And then one thing I missed from my friends. I miss my friends from my last chapter for sure, from college. We actually almost kind of met up this Thanksgiving, but it didn't work out. And I really miss them. I miss hanging out with them and having, you know, those late night hangouts and playing video games and all that stuff. So that's what I missed from my last chapter. Actually, one of my friends from college came to visit me the weekend before this past weekend, and that was amazing because she was coming back for Thanksgiving, and she lives in Texas now, which is so far away, but she was coming back from Thanksgiving because her family is from Pennsylvania, and it was so great to spend the day with her. Like, it was amazing. It just took me back to college days. I was like, oh my gosh, Jess. Yeah, so if you're watching, Jess, I love you. Thanks for coming to visit me. So that's definitely what I missed from my last chapter. Someone asked, how do I manage personal projects and work at the same time? Any advice? So let me just show you guys what gets me through this. This is my planner. You guys saw this in my last video. This is honestly what keeps me up to date with stuff, you guys. Like, if I don't write it down, I will not do it. And something about me is, if I come up with an idea and I feel really strongly about it, I just feel like I will regret if I don't do it. For example, starting Emem's Home as a channel was something I thought about for a while, because I just felt like I could have just posted the videos on this channel and, you know, made a new playlist for home stuff, but I just felt like that wouldn't have been what I wanted to do and how I wanted to drive my message, because I would like Emem's Home to grow into something greater. So I wanted that to kind of be a brand on its own, and so that was the reason why I decided to go into that. And I feel like there's always the thought that, oh, I don't have time to do all these things, and to be honest with you, I don't have time. But being able to write things down and also trying my best to plan my time, to use my time well, which I don't always do. I try my best to use my time well. That's kind of like the ways that I'm able to juggle both my personal projects and work. So, and also being able to work from home has been a blessing, to be honest with you, because when I'm at home, like I'm working for my company, but at the same time I can also kind of keep an eye on all my other personal things. Even though I'm always working from 9 to 5, I'm working on my company work, but at the same time, when I'm done at 5, I can immediately just like switch to YouTube stuff, and I don't have to, you know, do the commutes. Like, there's no like morning commutes or afternoon commutes, because I do 9 to 5. So before 9 I can work on some YouTube stuff, and then after 5 I can work on some YouTube stuff and other things. And so that's been a blessing for me for sure. So that's one other thing that's kind of helped. But I guess just caring about it enough to put the extra time in, and also if it gets too much for you, don't be afraid to delegate. So something that I decided to do for this Vlogmas series, I'm gonna just be transparent with you guys, I'm not gonna be editing these videos for this Vlogmas series, because I knew that there's absolutely no way that I can be working full-time and editing videos every, you know, 2 days. So I found an editor on a website called Fiverr, and she's going to be editing all my Vlogmas videos, and that's honestly one of the blessings that I've basically come across. So, you know, all my Vlogmas videos are all going to be edited for me. All I have to do is film it and send it to her, and she does the editing. And so delegate, you know, find people who are, you know, passionate about your work as well, and maybe form a team and stuff like that. But definitely don't feel like you have to do everything on your own. And I know it's your baby, and you know, you feel like, you know, only me can, you know, do this the right way. But, you know, teach someone, you know, like for example, the editor that's going to be editing these videos, like it's just something that I don't like, I'm going to be like, hey, you know, take this out, or, you know, fix this here. And, you know, you're working with that person, and you basically train that person to be able to do stuff the way that you would want it to be. So that's kind of like my advice for having both a full-time job and side projects at the same time. You have to care about it enough to put time into it, as well as, and then if you really can't do everything, literally delegate. I guess that's something that I would say. That's my answer to the question. Someone asked what software engineering is like and what do I do. I feel like I just talked about that a little bit, but software engineering is basically just coding. You're honestly just coding. When you're fixing bugs in your code, you're, you know, updating stuff, or you're creating a whole new app on its own from scratch. So what I've been doing so far is web programming. So I'm working a lot with JavaScript, HTML, CSS, but now I'm going more into the back end, which is C#. And so these are languages, if you guys don't really understand these terms. So basically it's honestly just coding. I can't really say specifically anything, but that's honestly what I've been working on. More back end and front end of web programming. So creating web apps and websites. Okay, I think I've answered all the questions that relate to post-grad and stuff like that. I will definitely get back to other questions and more videos coming. So yeah, as I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this Vlogmas series. I'm going to be posting every 2 days, so get ready for the next video on my birthday, which is December 3rd. I was gonna have a video on that day. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace and strength. Bye guys.